Ladies and gentlemen, I have made a grave mistake. Today we're going to talk about the best deck in the Twist format. Hands down, there is no competition, and it is Arfus. I made a video 2 days ago going through all the different 19 deck lists in the Twist format. I must have overlooked Arfus and Brand Bronzebeard because I realized that I didn't add either of those into the video. And what a mistake. Brand Bronzebeard is a pretty decent deck, and if Arfus wasn't around, I would say that it was a pretty good deck. But Arfus is around, and it is by far the best deck in the Twist format. The thing about the Twist format, and this is something that I'm just realizing right now, is that, you know, obviously you cannot change deck lists. So decks are going to be, they're going to have specific matchup win rates versus other decks in the format, and there's nothing you can do about it. And Arfus just has incredible win rates across the board. Like, it ridiculously high win rates. It's too good. In fact, nearly all of my games yesterday have been Arfus mirrors, except for like 6 games where I saw a priest, I saw Bran, I saw a shaman, I saw a secret hunter, I saw the other hunter, and that was it. So 5 games. Like, everything else was versus Arfus. And I don't see why not. I actually made a video yesterday covering the deck, but the video was 2 hours long, and I only played 3 games. And they were 3 Arfus mirrors. They were incredibly long. It just was not worth it. So here we're going to challenge King Crush, which is, I had said that the hero was pretty strong, but Arfus is really crazy, and we're going to talk about it a little bit here. So, here, I'm going to keep the rune, the Bonebreaker, because it's a frost rune, and I'll explain how this archetype works. It is ridiculous. Okay, so first off, Arfus's passive ability is every time you play a specific rune beginning with frost, you excavate. Okay, so I play a frost rune card, then I excavate, then it becomes unholy. I play an unholy rune card, and I excavate, then it becomes a blood. I play a blood rune card, then I excavate again, and it comes back to frost. Okay, so obviously you want to have the different types of runes in your hand. Right here, we're gonna just go right off the bat. Take that, and we'll save this for trading out a thing, trading out a minion on board. And here now, our Bone Digger guys. If we can get a corpse out too, which we might be able to do, will give us another excavate. So he has decided not to play anything on the board. I don't really need to force the development of that card yet, so I'm just gonna do this. Put a couple minions on board. So, and I don't have a blood card yet, and that's something I do want to get. Remember, he can't use his hero power to 6, but his ability is casting spells to reduce the cost of beasts in his hand. Alright, so now there is our blood card, and it's a weapon, so I want to be sure that I'm able to use that later. So spend a corpse to get this +1/+1. Now I'm going to get my rare, which happens to be that. And the hero power here is spend up to 3 corpses to reduce the cost of cards in your hand. There is no, I mean, this would be just leftover mana anyways, so there's no point in not using it. I'm not going to be playing this card anytime soon. So this is a race though, because, you know, King Crush, this King Crush deck will have, you know, bigger minions towards the tail end of the game. I need to get out on the board early to get the 3 big breeze. Alright, so he's just doing that. That's fine. Play this. Now we got our epic. And when we play our next frost card, we are going to have our first excavate, turn 5. Yeah, that's relatively, I would say that's relatively common to have your excavate between turn 4 to 6. Okay, 5/7 rush. that hurts, obviously, right? But
Yeah, so fresh.
like I straight up don't even care.
We do what the living cannot.
Oh, now those are excavate. So next turn, if we wanted to, we're playing out a Titan. If we wanted to, I'm not sure yet if we do want that. I think Ma and Pa might be a better play here, but we'll see. Because I do want to build up some corpse generation, right? But a Titan, you know, the right Titan, it could be, that could be something. No, this is Barrel Monkeys. That's an awesome card for this deck, huh?
We do what the living cannot.
Alright, yeah, right Titan changes the game, so let's see. Amanto might be useful later. Awesome. We're gonna save it. We're gonna save this for whatever big monkeys this guy drops, right? Because the top end of the King Crush deck is, you know, just huge, like King Plush, Undasta. You know, it's like a big beast deck, right? So, and all our goal is we're just gonna keep excavating. Let's excavate more cards. So we want to play one of these two cards next. Obviously. Okay. There you go. Nice. Good play. Crop rotation. That's even better than. See, because we can play that into this, which is absurd. I mean, that's pretty ridiculous. That's pretty ridiculous, to be honest. I don't. We're gonna get closer to our second excavate now. We're turn 7. We're already just two things away from excavating him again. I mean, we have the Frost and we have the Unholy, so I mean, we're gonna get there. It's just ridiculous. Ridiculous. I haven't challenged a King Plush. Oh no, we have, so we'll see. But I feel like we're in pretty good shape here. I don't think this is bad for us in any way. Winged Guardian, cool. Firestone developers, if you're watching, I hope that maybe we think about just adding the entire deck list, since we already know what it is in Twist. It'd be nice to kind of fill those out. Okay, there's Hydrolana. We're gonna just steal things. So first of all, let's remove the two big guys. Okay.
A world cleansed of evil.
Huh. It's just wild. I don't know what to say besides. This is just a ridiculous deck. Okay, we'll put this out on the board. We're on Unholy right now, right? Yeah, we're on Unholy. I think this is okay. This is just strong. We're in a strong position here. Like this deck's crazy. This is all you want to do. You just use up corpses when you can. You know, discount some cards, play out infinite value. Like, but just make sure. Do your best to be able to play the right rune card. There are going to be times where you're going to be forced to use an Unholy card or a Frost card and miss the rotation. But you know, if the opportunity presents itself, you should be doing as well as you can to make sure that you play the runes in the order that they need to be played. Right? If you don't know how the rune system works, you just hover over the card, you see the color. Green is Unholy, blue is Frost, red is Blood. Right. So. Great. Here we go, big guys.
From whence you came.
Gain 10 armor on him.
Break yourself.
The right character gains 10 armor? I don't think so.
Take a good look. You ain't never seen a very good alive.
Look at that evidence. That's ridiculous. Oh, I should have made a copy of it. Yeah, it's okay.
Heroes that champion order.
Off with that fence. Get him, Ma.
Yes, Ma.
Vengeance for the banquet.
There we go. And we are on Blood, so we need a Blood card. But we have a lot of stuff in hand that we can do now while we wait for that Blood card, so I don't... You know, I did get pretty overzealous with the Beast Grinder, because it's our Unholy card here, but I think we're going to be okay. I mean, this is pretty difficult for our opponent. Like, he really needs a big drop to be able to clear the board. King Plush, I mean, even King Plush does not do enough because we have Osrook, and I'm sure we'll be able to find lethal here. We're 1 point away from lethal if he were to play King Plush here. Yeah, that's... We want that game. We're gonna win. But, you know, this format is difficult. Like, I don't know what to say. I find this format to be really, really tricky. Interesting. I don't know. I think you messed up. Oh, okay. That's a good trade. Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. Interesting. Interesting plays all around. Well, there's our Blood card. What's our last ability? Okay, well, let's get back to that. Let's see. Why not?
Take a good look. You ain't never seen a lot again. Take a good look. You ain't never seen a lot again.
Together in harmony.
Yeah, I mean, another thing about this format is the games take long. Unless you're playing Leroy or the patches, a lot of games just can be lengthy. And this deck, you know, I guess if there is one good thing about this deck, people do like to concede. So, you know, there's that. But, you know, easy game, pretty much. The dog is unfair. I really don't know what to say. The dog is just ridiculous, man. We'll do one more, but it's in my opinion, it is so overtuned. If you're playing this format and you're trying to play another deck, I don't think you're gonna find a lot of fun in the format, because especially if you have to face Arfus. Like, it's just, so if you want to play the format, which I do, I want to hit Legend this you know, the next 2 months in this format. I would just play by far the best deck. If the matchup spread was better, like if there were 3 or 4 decks that were at the top, I'd be more open to playing any deck. Because, you know, hey, you don't know what you play into, so I'll play whatever's fun. But right now, this deck is just much better than the rest. Now, I will say that there was an Arfus game that I played where I did lose to a Zyrella, but I did not have a good opening. Here, I do have a great opening. I'm going to keep all the cards, even though I would like a blood card, because I can go turn 2, Pile of Bones, turn 3, Graveyard Shift, or I can opt for drawing a card early and then playing Graveyard Shift after. But I think I will go Pile of Bones, Graveyard Shift, and you know, go from there. We'll see. Hopefully we get a blood card in the next 3 turns. And in this matchup, you have to be aggressive. And if this guy gets hit in gem, the stealth healer, you lose. You cannot, like, this. I don't know. I do think that this is difficult to hit 60 in some matchups, but this might not be the matchup where it's difficult to hit 60. So, getting Pile of Bones is good. This is probably one of the best early game cards you could get. I would say Bone Breaker, Pile of Bones, Frost Strike, Plague Strike, maybe Bone Digger Geist, and Body Bagger is good to have. But the main thing is you really want to start incorporating your if you restore health, discover a spell from your deck. Okay, cool. Let's make good use of our mana here. So, no, yeah, let's do that. Let's make good use of our mana. Like there was an option to play this with what is this called? Escaping Trog with Necrotic Mortician, and that I could definitely have seen that, but I don't know. But I hate this card. Oh, that's rough. This is actually what a hand, man. I probably made the wrong play. You know, if I hit him, he's gonna heal for 9. Oh god, bro, let's do it. That's it. This is crazy right here, bro. I want to be on the board. I want to be active. Okay, so we got Frost here.
Anybody?
We got a Frost card, so we'll play this. There's our snake. Oh, so as long as he doesn't get to 60, we win. Because if you played a snake, he'll never be able to hit 60. So we are going to do that, but I got to kill this first. I have to deal with this first, so... We can wait a turn. We don't need to do this now. Let's see if we can get a discount. Okay, we did get a discount. How many cards do we have in hand? 9. This will put us at 10 cards. Let's just get more. I mean, this is huge, man. This is game winning. As long as he doesn't win here, we win. So, let's see. What is this? Oh wow, that's quite the play. But this is gonna piss him off. This is pretty wild. This is a pretty wild synergy. So. I mean, I'm pretty mad about being able to do this. So now he can't win. Play a 5-mana card. That's good. Yeah, let's do that. So we're about to find out. I don't think he can win because his max life is 53. So
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
So and he can't even kill us. So well, there you go. See, so this card right here, man. This card is really, really strong. Hidden Gem is really good for this deck. So if you're playing this priest deck, Hidden Gem, that's the bro that you want to get to. All right. So can we just kill things here? I think we can. Let's.
You could use a stream.
Let's see what we can do.
You could use a stream.
What are we on right now? Are we on Plague? We're on Unholy. 8 cards in hand. Let's see.
Everybody needs a castle.
Take this. This is really messed up. And you know, the games are long. This is one thing about this format. Games can be so long. I don't really like that. So if I play, we're on blood right now, so can I kill Reska?
Clear cut.
Play Reska.
You ain't never seen me dead or alive. This battle is yours.
I mean, he cannot win that game. Azurite Snake prevents him from winning the game because it subtracts life from his maximum life. So he's at 53. It's impossible for him to win. So think about that win condition when you're playing against that deck. I mean, you know, really, this deck is just insane. I know I'm only what am I platinum or whatever, or not even platinum? Yeah, platinum 4. So. You know, I know I'm not there, right? I'm not at legend playing whatever, but I'm just telling you, this deck is highly overtuned, right? So you have a good chance of doing really, really well. Like as long as the opening, I mean, gosh, man, people don't want to face it. I don't want to play it. Like honestly, it just makes more sense if you're not at like the 1-star area. it makes just so much more sense to not play into the mirror or to challenge it. Just concede and hope for other games, because the deck is just really, really strong. I don't know how else to put it. Like, it is overtuned. Getting multiple excavate rewards, always having excavate cards, like, that is that turns out that is very, very strong. Like, I don't, you know, it's just really, really. I mean, you have CNE, you have Reska, you got the Primus. It's not like you don't have other good cards in the deck. Like, this deck is just full of nonsense, man. Okay, so here I don't have a frost spell that's cheap. This turn 4 is way too slow. We are challenging. What are we challenging? Mage. Okay. So, turn 4 is way too slow, so we're just gonna have to see. Look if we get something quicker. I mean, I guess at least we do have a Howling Blast. This is not good though. This is a little too slow. Oh, okay, well, I don't think this has creatures, so we're gonna go ahead and coin it out. You know, put out some things on the board. Maybe build up some corpses. You know, turn 2. We're not playing this on turn 2. This guy, it's minionless mage, right? So, or spell mage. So he's, you know, conjuring up everything every turn. So, oh wow, that's interesting. Oh, actually, never mind. I guess it does have minions. Dumb me. Okay. Well, here's my blue. No, we're gonna hold it. We're gonna hold this because we don't have an unholy in hand. So we'll play it. So here's another situation where we're just really thinking about future turns. I have blood, I have frost, and I have one unholy. Yes, if I played it now, this would help, but no, we're just gonna attack the face. There was an option to like trade it out, but then I would just give him arcane missiles directly, and I might as well just get some damage on the face. So now we're gonna see a slow start. Really. Oh wow, okay. Don't kill 2. Okay, well it did. So that's fucking great. Summon another Iron Deep Trog. Are you? Now what choice do I got? Okay. It's not great, but it's not horrible. So now we have 2 options for Unholy. Hopefully I can play the Plague Strike because it's more limited, right? It's more restricted here. Let's see what he does. Does play no cards there. No, I do have a Frost, so I'm okay playing this out, and I'm gonna play my Blood card. Yeah, let's play a Blood. I like Soul Stealer. I think this card is just. Sometimes, you know, the boards can get too crazy. You may not have a way to kind of reel in a crazy board. So this type of trunk card is great, and you're gonna get a bunch of corpses. So we'll take it. Great blood card. So you're like, what if he builds like a crazy hand of taunt minions? I don't know. And this is like spell casino mage or whatever, and this is one of the reasons why I don't like the deck. It's pretty cool, yeah. You know, every turn you're gonna get a card that not only is playable but it's cheaper, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's also relevant. Okay, so he threw a lot of cards away. That kind of sucks for him, so we're gonna put that back in his hand. And we are on Frost, so we're just gonna play. Yeah, I mean. That game wasn't so much how strong the deck is. That game was more so how bad I think minionless mage is. We played 3 games here. You know, I'm gonna end the video here, but I just want to say, like, once again, get across the point that this deck is ridiculously strong. It is overtuned, and if you have Arfus, I'm not saying go and craft Arfus. because he's going to be nerfed 100%. They're going to patch this next week. And what happens when they patch it? Does that mean, you know, you can get a refund for this card, or does it work differently than how the other cards in the class work? What if they nerf just like they just tune the deck a bit? And I don't know. So I wouldn't go out of my way to craft it. I would say though, if you're interested in playing the Twist season and you're interested in ranking up the ladder, and you care about winning or losing, you should be playing this deck. Because everyone will play it. It is the strongest deck in the format easily, and you know, you're not gonna really have a lot of fun playing other decks. I've played one game with most of the other decks, and I think they're really cool, but they pale in comparison to the value of Arfus. Arfus really has a true win condition, and it's a very powerful one. So enjoy your climb. Play this deck. I know there's a couple guys, like someone hit rank 1 legend with Arfus like immediately. You know, don't miss it. This deck is pretty awesome. But hopefully it gets tuned down a bit, you know, or toned down a bit, and then we're able to try out some of the other archetypes that are available, and hopefully we have some kind of rock paper scissors scenario where all these decks are pretty even and fair. I know we're going to see an outlier where there's like 3 to 4 decks that are obviously a power level above everything, and I think that's okay, because as long as they have counters, there's a way to kind of mix the meta where people can play like off meta type of constructed decks here and do okay. But if it's controlled by one deck, that's not good. And this is beyond controlling one deck. This is significantly overtuned. Like, this deck is got, I don't know, 70%, over 70% win rate. It is one of the strongest decks you can play in any format. Enjoy it while it lasts, because it won't be long. See you guys next time.